Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 4. So this week we have quite a bit to do. You have the essay one that will be due on February 14th by midnight, please. That's on Sunday. Remember to send both an email copy to me as well as drop it in the Moodle Dropbox. I'll show you where those are in just one second. Remember, you will be completing the last chapters here for Unit 2 as we shift over into Unit 3 for next week. So you've got chapters 9, 12, and 14. Those were already published. You may have already gotten a head start on those. Generally speaking, I'm going to set that due date to Mondays so that you get through the weekend and have an extra day to finish them up. You should be able to access them regardless. So if you can't get it done, you just need to be sure that you're getting in there and completing them before you get too far into the following week. A reminder that for the next units as we move forward, you'll note that we shift. I have not opened this up for you yet. I think I can do it for myself, though. In any case, you'll note that when we move into Unit 3, I'll make sure that that's set up for you next week, that we will drop down to 1 chapter per week because there's more information that you need to absorb, and the chapters are a bit longer. So I want you to have ample time to really dig into the material and understand it so that as we move forward, when you get to essay 2, there'll be, you're going to be required and expected to have a bit more knowledge built up during the period that we're covering for Unit 3 and the first 2 chapters, I guess, first chapter of Unit 4, which will be primarily what you're going to be focusing on. But in any case, I want to remind you that if you've not watched these video tutorials, please be sure that you do. They're going to help you tremendously. It is essentially 3 different examples of how you can go about your description and analysis, essentially what you're going to be doing in the essay 1. I don't go into everything that you need to cover, like function and I think style is the other one. But you'll get a really good understanding of what the process is of creating or producing a formal description and analysis of an artwork. So that would be very helpful. I can't recommend that enough. So please be sure that you've taken a look at that at least. One more reminder, I'll probably be doing this at least a couple more times. If you have any issues with Revel, please be sure that you initiate a help ticket. And you just click on the Any Issues with Revel link inside the classroom. As I mentioned before, it should be very obvious to you by now. Right here, Any Issues with Revel, that will take you to the links that you need and directions to submit that the issue to Pearson, who's responsible for, the creator of the Revel LMS. Pearson's the publisher. So other than that, remember that this won't be as big of a deal as we move ahead into Unit 4, but remember that, again, since I just added 3 new chapters to be completed, that all of those went to a 0. So again, your grade will look a little bit lower over on the Revel side until you've completed them. So don't get discouraged when you see your grade drop precipitously this week or in any of the previous weeks or as we move ahead. It won't drop as much because we'll only be covering 1 chapter each week. So I'll only publish a single chapter and that chapter will show a 0. But all of the work you've done will, of course, be registering. So that 0 won't affect that grade as much, so it won't appear as though it's dropped as much as it has been thus far. And then again, remember, Revel grades won't be incorporated into the Moodle gradebook until we get to towards the end of the course and basically I'll begin shifting those over. If you're all done, I'll begin shifting those over during spring break. Because we end the chapter readings, the textbook readings, the week before. So if you've got everything in and you're done with the Revel side, I will start populating. Well, I'll do it regardless, but I will start populating that the grade into Moodle, and it will be your responsibility. If you're missing anything, you're going to have to let me know that you've completed the work late, so I can revise that grade over on the Moodle side. So just keep that in mind. I'll remind you when we get there. So if you have any questions whatsoever about any of this, as always, please don't hesitate to reach out. Again, if you are having issues with Revel, always take screenshots of the issues. I forgot to add that here, but always take screenshots. If you're having other problems or issues that you're going to inform me about, also take screenshots. It will help tremendously in terms of addressing or troubleshooting those problems that you're experiencing, and hopefully coming to a resolution much more quickly than without them. So in any case, as always, I am happy to discuss anything with you. You can call me, you can email me. We can also set up a Zoom meeting or WebEx, whatever works best for you. And I will see you in class, and I look forward to your first essay. All right. Have a good weekend, and get to work.